Court nullifies Obaseki's revocation of Iyamu's farmland and awards 5 million naira damages. An Edo State High Court, led by Justice Peter Ekeniro, has nullified the revocation of the Certificate of Occupancy C of O for parcels of farmland in Amagba, Bini Kingdom, or radio local government area belonging to the All Progressive Congress APC chieftain Pastor Sage Iyamu. The revocation made by Governor Godwin Obaseki's administration was challenged in a suit filed by Iyamu and IO Farms Limited. In his judgment on suit number B637-2021, Justice Akehiro awarded 5 million naira in general damages to Iyamu and held that the Edo State Governor, the Attorney General, and the Edo State Geographic Information Service, Edo GIS, had trespassed on Iyamu's land since July 7, 2021. The court also issued a perpetual injunction restraining the defendants, their servants, agents, or privates from encroaching on or doing anything in Iyamu's parcels of land inconsistent with his right. The All Progressive Congress chieftains Iyamu, CFO to the land, at Ward 36A Amagba Village, Benin, was maliciously revoked by Obaseki on Wednesday, July 7, 2021, and published on page 47 of a national newspaper. Dissatisfied with the mode of revocation of his title to the parcel of land, Iyamu, a lawyer, instituted a suit contending that the purported revocation did not comply with the provisions of the Land Use Act, noting that the revocation breached Section 28 of the Land Use Act, Cap 11.5, Laws of the Federation of Nigeria 2004, and so violated the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and should be set aside, declared null and void by the courts. After the adoption of written addresses by E.E. Akimehe for the defendants and K.O. Obamoge San for the claimants, the presiding judge formulated two issues for determination, noting that, upon a careful examination of the issues formulated by counsel to the two parties, I am of the view that two issues formulated by the claimant's counsel are more comprehensive to determine the suit. I will therefore adopt the two issues with some simple modifications as follows. Whether the first defendant revocation of the claimant's title to their alleged parcels of land in Ward 36A, Amagba Village, Benin City, was valid in law, and whether the defendants are liable for trespass, Justice Akahiro in his judgment resolved the two issues in favor of Iyamu and his farm, thereby holding that from the evidence led by both the claimant and the defendant, it was evident that the alleged revocation of the claimant's right of occupancy was in the breach of the provisions of the Land Use Act. The presiding judge also held that, since I have held that the revocation of the claimant's right of occupancy was invalid, it is evident that the defendant's entry upon the claimant's parcels of land without the permission or consent amount to trespass. Having resolved the two issues in favor of the claimant, I told the claims succeed, and they are granted as followed. A declaration that the first defendant purported revocation of the first claimant's right of occupancy to the parcels of land lying and situated at Ward 36A, Amaba Village area, Benin City, vied the defendant's publication on the 7th of July 2021 in breach of Section 28 of the Land Use Act, CAP L5 laws of the Federation of Nigeria 2004, and consequently unconstitutional, illegal, invalid, null and void, and of no effect whatsoever. A declaration that the first defendant's purported revocation of the claimant's right of occupancy to the parcels of land lying and situated at the Ward 36A, Amaba Village area, Benin City, without strict adherence to the due process of law on the nebulous ground of overriding public interest to wit for public purpose within the Edo State of Nigeria, is unconstitutional, illegal, invalid, null and void, and of no effect whatsoever. A declaration that the revocation notice published on page 47 of the newspaper on Wednesday, July 7, 2021, purportedly revoking the claim's right of occupancy to the land at Amagba Village area or Redo local government area without strict adherence to the due process of law is unconstitutional, null and void, and of no effect whatsoever. A declaration that the first defendant revocation of the second claimant right of occupancy of the second claimant right of occupancy to the parcel of land lying situated at Amagba village area, Benin City, or Redo local government area without strict adherence to the due process of law is unconstitutional, illegal, and in breach of the Section 28 of the Land Use Act, Cap L5 laws of the Federation of Nigeria, 2004, and consequently null and void, and of no effect whatsoever. Another setting aside the first defendant purported revocation of a claimant's right of occupancy to the aforesaid parcels of land. Our reporter in Benin made effort yesterday to confirm from Edo Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice Oluwole Osaze Uzi, who is the immediate National Commissioner and Chairman, Information and Voter Education Committee, IVEC of the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, if the landmark judgment by the courageous, bold, and fearless judge of Edo High Court would be appealed or not, but this Osaze Uzi's mobile line was not available at press time. See, the thing is, power is transient. Nobody do pass yourself. If you're in power, know that just like one day, you know, sit down for there. One day also, you know, suppose the flaunt power anyhow, because one day, you self go do it in, go come out. You go leave the power go. No be your papa house be that. You don't overstep your boundaries, no matter what. You make sure you are careful, you don't step on people's toes. This emperor just wants to fight everybody. You cannot fight everybody away. And it is true. That is mission impossible. Justice served. Obaseki, see you soon in prison. The route you apply will make you the first ex-governor to be used as scapegoat. I'm only saying ahead of things, but we are watching. You shouldn't have snatched that land at all. These policies of hatred and beat, I did tell you, no matter what, your primary assignment when you get into power is to serve the people and make sure those people, they no feel say them pick the wrong person. That is what you're supposed to do, not to focus on snatching of lands. But the thing is, our Nigerian politicians, they behave like say, you know, if they enter that place like this, then they behave like say they know they come down. And it is not okay. It's not at all. Waiting no good, no good. Waiting no dey okay, no dey okay. Now see yourself. They don't tell you say you go pay 5 million. Anyway, if Obaseki's hand they clean, ain't get nothing to fear, but I doubt seeing hand they clean. Because governors, their main mission not to do it not just for themselves. The people now be their, as in the people, the welfare of the people, they for their list, down below their list. Alright, on this note, we have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.